Hey guys, it's Justin. Today I wanted to cover on osteoporosis. And I know osteoporosis is a major thing that millions of people suffer from, and a lot of people don't even know what it is, and a lot of people don't know that you could actually prevent this disease from occurring if you start early, alright? Okay, so what is osteoporosis? Well, osteoporosis is a process where certain kinds of cells are breaking down old bone, but the cells that are supposed to be there, that are supposed to build up new bone, aren't being produced fast enough or at all. So what happens is this old bone is deteriorated, but there's no new bone to replace it, and so your bones end up getting very frail and fragile and weak over time. So now to clarify this, on the other end of the spectrum, well, what happens in a normal process? Well, there's three kinds of cells. The first kind is called an osteoblast. An osteoblast is the cell that is supposed to build up new bone. Then you have an osteocyte. An osteocyte is a mature osteoblast, so it's a mature bone cell. And then we have our third kind, called an osteoclast. And the osteoclast is what breaks down old bone. Now, in a normal person's body, what happens is osteoclasts go in and eat away all this old bone, and then the osteoblasts come in and build up new bone. What this does is this gives us stronger bones, and we're able to grow thicker, stronger bones to support our physiological changes. Now, this whole process is controlled by hormones, and so you want to do what you can to prevent this. Now, what starts to happen with osteoporosis is because the bones start to weaken, your skeletal structure has a harder time supporting itself. So, what can you do about it? Well, you can do quite a number of things, but the best thing that you could really do, whether you're already suffering from it or whether you want to prevent it, is to start to begin doing weight-bearing exercises. What this does is this causes a higher production of osteoblasts, and it causes your bones to continually keep growing. Now, you also want to make sure you're taking your proper amount of calcium each day, because part of the problem with osteoporosis, particularly in women that are postmenopause, is the calcium production starts to decrease in the body. And so those bones aren't getting enough calcium, and therefore those osteoclasts are just eating that bone away like a wildfire, and before you know it, there will be nothing left of the bone. Now, there are medications you can take, like that commercial that Sally Fields is in. Don't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but there are plenty of medications. However, I know a lot of people, including myself, don't want our lives defined by a pill. Don't want our lives to be ran by a pill. So, hopefully, you're watching this before you have osteoporosis, because you really can prevent it by taking calcium and by doing weight-bearing exercise. And what does weight-bearing exercise define as? Well, there are a lot of things that would be considered weight-bearing exercises. I mean, even running is a weight-bearing exercise. It's anything where you're putting weight down on your bones and causing them to be challenged by either your natural body weight or by the weight of something like a dumbbell, barbell, kettlebell, sandbags. I can go on and on. So anything that's causing your bones to be challenged, it's forcing them to support more weight, will cause the bones to keep constantly building up new bones. Because both bones and muscles share the same property. When you challenge them, new bone and new muscle has to be built. So when you're bodybuilding, let's say you're doing some bench presses on the bench. You have to move your arms up and down, and up and down, and up and down, right? Well, when you're doing that, let's say you have, I don't know, let's just say you have 50 pounds on that straight bar. Alright, when you're doing that, you're putting that 50 pounds on your arms alone. And so therefore your bones have to be able to support that 50 pounds, which, the bones usually could support that no problem. Now, at the same time, your muscles also you're also tearing down your muscle, and then cells come in and build up new muscle, and that's how we actually build muscle. But I'm not going to get into muscles right now. Alright. So, if you want to be able to get around this, hopefully before it happens. Now, if you already are suffering from osteoporosis, what you want to do is start to partake in weight-bearing exercise, and keep taking your calcium supplements and keep taking your medicine to start off with, but start doing this weight-bearing exercise and start simple. Don't overdo it, and this rule applies for everyone in general. You never want to overdo your exercise regimen when you first start out. You're going to get burnout, you're going to get injured, and you're not going to want to do it anymore. So start slow. Body weight exercises are definitely a lot better for the body, just from my experience of, I've done the weight benches, I've done the machines, and then I've done body weight exercises, and that includes suspension training using things like the TRX. And it's a lot healthier for your body because you're only utilizing your body itself. But whatever option you choose, make sure that you start off slow. If you're going to do body weight exercises just by itself, no TRX or anything, you can start doing push-ups. Start doing 10 push-ups a day. That's all you have to do, just 10 push-ups a day. And then do some squats. Do 10 squats a day. And you're probably going to be a little sore if you're just starting to work out again. Do some crunches. A really good thing to do, get an exercise ball and lay on the floor, and what you want to do is put your hands and your legs both down on the floor, and put the exercise ball in your hands to start off with, and then lift your hands and your legs up to your abdomen area, your abdominal region, and then pass that ball from your hands to your feet, and put your arms and legs back down and bring it back up, and each time is a rep, and those are exercise ball crunches. Alright, well, that's all I have for now. I think I'm going to touch base on this a little more later. Until next time, have a good one.